It's wild to see just how rapidly a narcissist can move from one supply source to another, even how they can circle around in between different sources again and again, and it doesn't seem to bother them. Let's talk about how a narcissist moves on so quickly without really seeming to be very affected by it. Number 1, a narcissist gets bored so quickly. And I've talked before about a narc and their novelty-seeking behavior. This affects a narcissist in a couple of different ways. Novelty-seeking narcs are looking for nothing more than a chase a lot of the time. Can they get you? Can they hook you? How much do they have to give you? How much time do they have to spend on this chase before they get it? And so on. And of course, the second that you're hooked, the narc loses interest and doesn't care anymore. Narcs aren't looking for relationships. At the most, you're getting a very one-sided business arrangement. A narcissist just becomes bored very quickly and begins to look around for new people and to get another rush of the feel-goods, the dopamine. It all happens when they're chasing you, meeting somebody new, doing something risky, engaging in dangerous activity. All of that is that novelty-seeking behavior. They're looking for the high, for the thrill. And this leads them into being able to move on and not care. They got what they wanted. They're looking for the next thrill. Number 2, they move on so quickly because getting close to anybody is a big no-no. You'll find that a narcissist will shut down, go radio silent, leave you, push you away, or become very agitated and argumentative if they feel like things are getting a little bit too real and they feel like they're getting a little bit too close to somebody. What's like the number 1 rule here? You don't mix business and pleasure. And once a narcissist begins to have the feelings that they shouldn't be having with this business arrangement and they feel things are too close, a wall goes up. I even saw this throughout my own relationship. I would feel like myself and this person would have a breakthrough. We'd be getting along so well, opening up, and what I thought was moving to new areas of the relationship. And then boom, here came a huge wall and we went backwards. 1 step forward and about 4 steps back, and you've probably experienced it as well. So when you do everything that you can possibly do to never get close to a person, they keep everybody at arm's length. That ability causes a narcissist naturally to care less. They can move more fluidly through people or from one source to another because it doesn't matter. They are not allowing themselves to attach, get emotionally invested, and get close to anybody. Number 3, the hallmark lack of empathy. Obviously, a narcissist just flat out not giving a shit about how you feel helps them in moving around from place to place and person to person. A narcissist might, maybe, sometimes have a little bit of empathy, but at the end of the day, true blue narcissistic nature is extremely selfish. Once a narc leaves, they have a pretty low opinion of you. That's pretty much why they leave in the first place. They more than likely feel like you're the bad guy anyway. You don't care. You're not giving what they want. So, they're kind of over you to begin with. It's not a breakup. They're just disenchanted with you. It's a bad business deal. So they no longer get access to those goods and services. And they kind of go, yeah, well, that sucks. But here's the thing. When the vending machine is empty, you just step over to the next vending machine and put your dollar bill in that one. And surely you'll find something that's workable. That's kind of what a narc does. When the vending machine that is you, because you're an object, is empty, they just step over and move on to the other one. Their lack of empathy and lack of, again, giving a shit about how you feel about the situation just makes it so much easier for them to move on. If you'd like information on speaking with me one-on-one to get support for dealing with a toxic narcissist, you can text or call the number on the screen. You can shoot me an email or visit my website. All this information is available for you at any time and, of course, down in the video description. Number 4, what keeps them moving is the need to win. And we have talked about how much attention a narc needs and how they seek out the high, the dopamine hit, and all that. Well, now we talk about the narky little ego, because that's what this is all about. I wouldn't be able to make a single video without addressing something that has to do with their ego. Narcissists will, in some cases, move on really fast. And they will do this when they are trying to hurt you and stick it to you or another supply source. Doesn't really matter who. If they need to be right, if they need to win, if they need to win the breakup, or maybe they feel like you're going to leave them, so they hurry up and leave and break up with you and move along to someone else to throw it in your face. That's a lot of what this can all be about. And a lot of times this can all be about leaving quickly in order to teach you a lesson. Narcs are big on punishment. Oh, you're going to leave me? Well, look, surprise, I left you and I moved on. I found someone else. You're still back here alone. You're pathetic. Again, they need to be right. They need to win. The ego needs the feel-goods, and this is how a narc really works. Number 5, you're just an object anyway. Which I already spoke about a moment ago, but I want this one to have its own point. We have to throw this in here briefly, that a narc doesn't register you as a human. I know it's a really sick thing to think about, that people are not registered as people to a narc, and I don't recommend you think about it for very long, but I've said this before. It's a business arrangement, not a relationship. You are simply the thing that provides the service. Your washing machine, your fridge, your vacuum, and your car all provide a service, and you do too. That's where you fit as far as a narc is concerned. The reason for dealing with you could vary, and it might be a place to stay, sex, money, time, attention, whatever it is. And since to a narc you have no more real value than that of a toaster, with little to no giving a fuck at all, the narc moves on and goes around to the next person. Let's just say, for example, you spend an hour today, cleaning up your kitchen. What do you touch? The dishes, the sink, the stove, maybe a dishwasher, fridge, microwave. And at the end, you're going to walk out of the kitchen and you're not going to think about it anymore. Okay, good. That's done. And I'll be back later. And that is how a narc sees those things. Okay, they served their purpose and they're going to sit over there and no one's going to deal with them and they'll wait until I come back again. Just as simple as that. You are not a person. You are an object. Number 6, way less problems. So, in case you didn't know, narcs are not problem solvers of the year. If they're in a relationship, friendship, the situation doesn't matter. And it feels like it's just too much hassle. It's just too much trouble. A narc will actually choose to discard in a lot of cases and just move on, wipe that slate clean, and start over. Narcs are cowards, a coward that will always take the easy way out. The best thing for them is to find someone new and exciting. That's what they want to do anyway. They want the fun, they want the chase, they want the no strings attached, they want the excitement, their dopamine hit, and they want to have no issues whatsoever because they're going to be love bombing up a storm and everything's going to be great. Yet another reason why a narc can walk away so quickly and care so little. They're going to be mutually love bombed by somebody else as they're being love bombed, and it's all happy and swirly and new and great. So if they see a person who has way less problems, all new people have way less problems, that's where they are more inclined to go. Share with me why you think a narcissist can walk away without one worry down in the comments. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.